Hey folks, I have your home prices and insights for week ending November 10th for York Region. Before I get into the numbers though, I want to give you a quick tip. This comes from personal experience and is something we see every single year around this time. I have a feeling this year it'll be more predominant. So this tip is going out to all the buyers out there. If you've been trying to buy in this market, no doubt you've been taking a beating. If you're like most buyers, you've tried to buy, you've put in offers, only to have it rejected, only to be outbid. No matter what's been going on in the buying process, you've been taking a beating. Well, right about now, as we head into the holiday season and we start to get some holiday parties, lots of buyers and their agents kind of cool off a little bit. They kind of put the buying process on pause. Not sure why. Maybe it's because they want to enjoy the holidays, but you're going to find if you're in the market right now, you're going to start to see less and less competition. And it's not because the buyers aren't there. They have their thoughts elsewhere. Their focus is elsewhere. And they kind of make a decision. You know what? Over the holidays, we're not going to buy. We're not going to go look. We're not going to run around the city looking at properties. We're going to reassume this when we come back in the new year. So if you're looking to buy, my advice is this. Keep the focus, keep the pedal on the metal, so to speak. Keep looking no matter how tough and difficult time that you've had, because I also know any properties coming on the market now for sale, any sellers listing their property now as we head into winter and the holiday season, they're serious sellers and they want to sell. So that's my experience. Keep going. You'll find the right house hopefully soon. Let's get into the numbers. In this show, we're covering York Region for week ending November 10th, Vaughan, Richmond Hill, and Markham. If you're looking for other parts of the GTA, check out some of our other videos. We put them out weekly and we cover all the GTA. If you want to reach out to me, you want to talk to me, anything at all related to real estate, buying, selling, general real estate questions, I'm happy to help. We've made it really simple. In the description below, there's a link to my calendar. Just click on that. A calendar will open up where you can pick the date and time that you're available to chat. This way, it'll update my calendar. I'll know ahead of time. I'll make sure I'm free and we can talk about whatever's on your mind. Let's get into the numbers for York Region. We're talking about condos first for all of York Region, and then we'll get into the detached properties. We sold 66 condos across York Region. Now it's been pretty steady in the 60s and 70s over the last few months. And actually, if you go back, the fall is just a little bit more sales than what we were doing in the summer. Average sold price has come down. It's come down a little bit over the last couple of weeks. It's now sitting at $677,000. The record was just 2 weeks ago at $703,000. So we've not come down that far from the record price. Still quite high. We're sitting at higher than normal condo prices for York Region. Price has really rebounded quite a bit since the, we'll call it the condo crisis. There was no real crisis, but everybody's calling the condo crisis that we had last year. The current average sold price of $677,000 is 13% higher than last year's average sold price. And 55% of those condos sold at list price or more. So it's somewhat competitive, a little bit over half. So on some, you can put in some conditions. You can take your time looking at it. And others, you kind of got to scoop up right away. There's going to be some competition. We listed 95 condos, which is up over since what we've been listing the last couple of weeks. So it's nice to see some more listings. And months of inventory is sitting at 0.6. The condo market is somewhat competitive. 0.6 is very low, very much a shortage as far as the amount of condos that are on the market. Let's look at the detached market. So I'm talking about Vaughan here. So sales, we sold 41 detached properties in Vaughan last week for week ending November 10th. There's not a lot of sales. It's actually quite low. We've been doing double and triple that earlier in the year. Of the 41, 14 sold at $2 million or more. An average sold price has come way down from where it was the previous week. Now, the previous week at a little over 2.2 million was a crazy number, really high, the highest we've ever had. So now we're sitting at 1,905,000, and that 1,905,000 is still one of the highest average sold prices that we've ever had in York region. Sorry, in Vaughan. We're talking about Vaughan right now. That's 34% higher than last year's average sold price. Of the 41 we did sell, and again, it's not a lot of sales, 73% of those, almost 3/4, sold at list price or more. So it's extremely competitive. We listed 52, and we kind of been doing about 50 or so over the last few weeks. And months of inventory came down slightly from the previous week. It's now sitting at 0.8 months of inventory, with the average days on market being 17. So for Vaughan, average sold price has come down. Here we go, Richmond Hill. Average sold price has also come down. It's now sitting at 1,824,000. The previous week it was over 2 million, and it's kind of been at 2 million for a little while now. So 1,824 is still pretty high, although it's less than what it was over the last few weeks. We sold 37 detached properties in Richmond Hill, and 10 of those were at $2 million or more. That puts us at 21% higher than last year's average sold price. And when you kind of look back over the last few months or even the year, we're 20-30% higher in general than last year's average sold price. 70% sold at list price or more. So it's extremely competitive. We listed 62, and months of inventory is sitting at 1.2, with 21 days being the average days on market. 21 days is a little bit high. It's one of the higher areas across the GTA, but prices are extremely strong, and 70% selling a list price or more. It's pretty competitive in Richmond Hill still. Here we have Markham. We sold 45 properties in Markham. Between Vaughan, Richmond Hill, and Markham, sales as far as volume goes is, it's kind of similar across the three main cities there in York region. We sold 9 at $2 million or more. We sold 45 detached properties in all, and average sold price is just under 1.8, sitting at 1,787,000. Average sold price also came down. Now I'm saying in these three cities, average sold price has come down for week ending November 10th. But, let's not be kind of misled by that announcement. Yes, it's down, but it's still quite high compared to where prices have normally been. So this average sold price of 1,787 is 24% higher than last year's average sold price. 73% are selling at list price or more. So it's very similar across Vaughan, Richmond Hill, and Markham. Vaughan was 75%, Richmond Hill was 70%, Markham is 73%. So it's a similar sense of competition in each of these three cities. We listed 60 detached properties, and months of inventory is sitting at 0.7. So Richmond Hill is the highest of those areas. And average days on market for Markham is only 11. Very tight, very competitive. When we look at the months of inventory in all, very tight. It's a strong market. I know I sound like a broken record, but those are the numbers for week ending November 10th. We are kind of heading into the colder months. We do expect a slowdown, but slowdown doesn't necessarily mean lower prices. My name is Santo Sessa with Remax Premier. Thanks for watching. If we can help in any way, comment below. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Have a great day.